Hello everybody, this is Scrapping Like a Lady. How you guys doing today? Just trying to make sure my time is going here. And it's all good. Oh my goodness. Okay, first of all, let me just tell you guys. You see this broken nail? Let me turn this light up. My nail is broken. Y'all see that? Yeah, that is because I was moving my new machine up in my sewing room. And that's where I'm at now, you guys. I'm in my sewing room. I got all my crap up in here. So, I don't have anything the way I want it. I'm going to move a lot of stuff around. But let me tell you guys about my little adventure. First of all, I've already told you guys, you can't say, ooh, what is that doing over there? You can't say anything around my husband, because if you say it, he's gonna get it for you. And I simply said to him about, what, 3 weeks ago, that my client and I were having a conversation. What number am I on? 589. And she said she was going to get a 10 head. And I said I was going to get a 6 head. I was going to get the entrepreneur. And what did I wind up with? Yeah. More than I bargained. Okay, I'm doing these little squigglies over here. More than I bargained for. Why? Because Mr. C, I'm moving out right quick, thinks that I need to have everything my little heart desire. Yeah. And if I was a greedy woman, I would be like, I need this and I need that. You know, no. So he was like, I wanted to do something real special for our 30th. And he was like, let me get this for you. And I was like, okay. No, I'm joking. No, but it always turns into, why is this up like that? There. Be still. It always turns into him getting me more than I asked for. And I told you guys that. I know you guys probably think, oh, what a problem to have. Third world problems, right? But let me tell you what the problem with it is that if you're slightly intimidated by technology, yeah, it can be a hindrance. So sometimes I like to take little baby steps, just get my little feet wet over here, you know, and he wants me to just jump in and swim around. I'm going to work down here for a little bit. You guys stay up there. Go ahead. Get you guys' canvases out. Let's go. We got diamond arts. We got drills to put down. So, I did my live last Monday. Just a quick little, hi y'all. This is why I'm not on tonight. It was raining so god-awful. It really, really was. And my husband, he gets really grumpy when he gets scared. He don't know that I know. But yeah. He gets real nervous. But he didn't want me to drive because he never wants me to sacrifice. He has to do all the sacrificing. Maybe that's a man thing. I don't know. My ex-husband wasn't like that. He was like, honey, if you want to do it, you go on and do it. And I'll watch you do it. But not this husband. He's like, if there's going to be any sacrificing, it'll be me doing the sacrificing. But then he complains. Oh, I did all this sacrificing for you. I'm like, Willie, I said to him, you want me to drive? No, honey. But he's rubbing his knee. He had a knee injury. He was chasing me across the grass. We lived in these apartments in California. And he was chasing me. Actually, he wasn't chasing me. He was racing me. And he said, go ahead, I'll give you a head start. And I was like, all right. So I took off running. And I looked back and I could see him just like gaining on me. I'm like, ah, you know. And next thing I know, I hear, oh, and I turn around and he's down on the ground. So I run back to where he's at. And lo and behold, there's this huge hole in the ground. They were out there auging for trees. And they made these big divots, holes in the grass. Well, all we saw was green grass. They didn't put flags or any indication to say, we're making holes here. Nothing said, stay off the lawn. You know, none of that. So it was a good thing it was my husband, because some little kid could have fallen in that hole and broke its neck or something, you know. So he had to have major surgery. And yeah. So he wound up suing them, the apartment complex, because, well, he had to get all his medical stuff paid for. But anyways, so he was sitting there rubbing his little knee, you know, because it starts to bother him when he does stop and go. And there was, because of the rain, you couldn't drive fast. So it was stop and go, stop and go. Yeah. I was glad he was driving, because he is a better driver than I am. At least that's what I like to convince myself, to keep myself from being afraid that he is driving. But he definitely knows more about cars by far than I do. All I know is that gas goes here and you push the brake in the gas and you steer it. That's all I can tell you about a car. So we made it home, and Cameron and I carried it upstairs because Willie was just done by the time we made it home at about 9:45 at night, getting the machine inside and everything. He was just spent. So Cameron and I carried it upstairs. Well, when I carried it upstairs, I wind up hurting my hand and breaking my nail, and it's whatever. So, you guys want to know my surprise? I wanted to get one of those Juki machines, and I got one. I bought it used, and I paid $320 for it. And then the guy said, I charge a $75 delivery fee. I was like, come on with it. So I gave him $400 and I was done. Come on now. My husband said it's from the 1980s. And I was watching several videos on how to thread it, which wasn't very difficult. It's a simple machine, you know, but you turn that engine on, it's like, I was like, what, Jesus? It sounds like it's saying, I got some sewing for your butt. Yes. So I don't see any more of those little squiggly lines. I don't see them. I don't see them. Yeah. So today at work, I was listening to this one guy. He's not a pastor. He's just a person that's like totally in love with God. And he was talking about God stuff. And I was listening to him and I was like, oh my good Lord, am I ever even going to get up in heaven? It sounds so very difficult, Lord. But I was listening to him. And so when I went to work, I was conscious of making sure that I was thinking good thoughts, that I was being good to people, fair to people, loving to people, and all of these things. And honey, let me tell you, that was exhausting. No, it wasn't. But I was consciously aware of it. And I was very at peace. You know, I really was. I was really at peace because I was like, I'm doing all of this to please you, God. But the guy said something that was really unique. He said, how come when people cut you off when you're driving, everything but God comes out of you? That's because it's in you. Well, now, I don't have too bad of a temper when I'm driving, but my husband, he has a horrific temper. And I remember there was this comic strip from the Sunday's paper, and it was Dennis the Menace, and the Dennis says to, what is that little roly-poly man, the next door neighbor? He says to him, the mother says, we took the scenic route. We seen two idiots, one dummy, and something else, a derogatory remark that was said. And I thought, boy, that's my husband. We take the scenic route every time I get in a car with him. Because everybody's a dummy, an idiot, you know, need to go back to driving school. You know, everybody but him. And he's the one. And I'm thinking to myself, you the dummy. But I don't say anything most of the time. Sometimes when he just does things that I feel like, you know, puts me in danger, I'm like, Willie, stop it, you know. And he'll be like, I'm fine. This guy right here. No, it's you. He'll get on there and slam on his brake or, you know, those kind of things. I hate that, you know. It's like children, play well with your little Hot Wheels. Knock it off. I don't see any more of those. You guys see how this is coming out? Y'all see where I'm headed? I would be done with this by now. But between my Belize trip and my San Antonio trip and my grandkids coming, yeah. My Diamond Art Club has been on the back burner. People, give me some space. Leave me alone. Okay. Now, what fine adventure am I going to go on now? Willie was like, Lisa, you're going to have to give me a break, honey. Now, mind you, he was the one that wanted me to get this machine and all of this kind of stuff. And he's doing something, you need to give me a break. I need to get some work done at work. Ain't nobody stopping you. Q, where you at, Q? 452. So we had to get the trailer, you guys know that, to get the Bernina home. And that's the Bernina E16. Is the one I got, the 16 head. So we had to rent a trailer. And my husband's like, I don't want to do all of that. Just pay the people to ship it. Yeah, $500 shipping. Yeah, no. The trailer was literally 0.5 miles up the street. You could see the U-Haul place from where we were standing. I'm like, you some kind of special now. I am not going all the way home without my machine. Then I got to wait for it to come in. No. And then pay $500 versus $28 for a U-Haul for the trailer, a covered 4x8 trailer. Boy, you better get on with yourself. So we got the trailer. The people hooked it on. I paid $28 for it. Now, the insurance was $25. I told the lady, go on and put that insurance on there, because if somebody hits me, knocks the, you know, the holy tarnations out of that trailer, that machine is going to go flying this way and that way and more than likely get broken up. Somebody going to pay for it. So I put the insurance on it. It was 25 bucks. So it costs with tax and this, that, and the other. I want to say it came to $66 or $58, something like that. Marginal. Nothing to even talk about. Just stick it on in there. Well, today, when I got home, the trailer was still on the street, hooked to the truck. And I'm thinking, he knows that had to go back today. Why didn't he take it back? But see, I had the love of the Lord with me because I had been listening to that guy all day. And he was even talking about complaining. So I was like, Lisa, I know you just got home and you tired. And you know you're going to have to get in that house and cook dinner. But you know what? You need to take the trailer back. It's due today. And then I looked at the paperwork. Not only was it due, but it was due at 3 o'clock. And here it was already 3:58. So I didn't even go in the house. I just grabbed my little pocketbook. That's what my grandma used to call her purse, her pocketbook. I just grabbed my little pocketbook, got in the truck, and drove it on back. Willie don't even know. He think it's still out front. I didn't. When I came back, I didn't even tell him. Later on, after I fed him, I said, how come you didn't take that trailer back? Honey, I was just so tired. I said, okay. And I ain't even tell him that I took it back yet. I'm going to wait and let him look out there. He'll probably think somebody stole it. So we got Willie got into a car accident about 3 weeks ago, taking Logan to work in our old country truck. And they fixed the truck. Well, they thought they fixed the truck. How come that door that they put on there was not even sealed right? And when it was raining on me. I was like, and then the sound, because it wasn't sealed, that wind sound was coming right through the top of the door, and I could see light. I said, what kind of quality control checks did they do here? So Willie gonna have to take it right back on over there and tell them, this ain't right. Because it is not right. Well, they're just gonna have to do it again. I'm doing Q right now, you guys. Oh, that makes me so mad about my nail because look at this. My nails are just, I love my nails and they're my nails. So this time they put that dip on them. My nails are real soft. They'll just bend right in half. But when I hit that machine, my nail just say ping. And it's even cracked all the way down to here. And it started bleeding. But, yeah, I just got them done not so long ago. So it'll take a while for them to grow out. But I don't want them to have to put a false nail on that nail. But they're probably going to have to make it look decent. Uniformed, the same length for a while. My nails grow really fast, even though they're soft as pudding. I don't know why. And my sister has the opposite. Her nails are hard. Oh, my good Lord. They're so hard. They're like my nail is like, if you just say in thinness, would give it a 1. Hers is like a 10, a 9, 10. That's how thick it is. It's like a freaking toenail, witch toenail. I'm like, why are your nails so thick? Yeah. I don't know what's better, too thick or too thin. Yeah, probably too thin because they just bend and break. Yeah, no, maybe not, because if they're thick, what can you do? You can't thin your nail. But you can put something on it to make the soft nail hard, which is what I do. Yeah. I used to be like a nail freak. When I was in high school, there was this one girl, and she just had real beautiful, slender hands and gorgeous fingernail and really beautiful penmanship. I didn't have any of that. My penmanship, when I write, it looks like I'm using my feet to do so. I have horrible penmanship. And the one doctor I work with, he would always tell me that. You know why you write sloppy? Probably because you can't spell very well. People that don't spell well, they don't want people to know that they can't spell well. So they write sloppy. I was like, oh, maybe that's true because I can't spell well and I write sloppy. But how come I write my name sloppy? Oh, I don't know. I do. I've always, and I write like this. I hold my pencil like this when I write. Yeah, I don't hold it like this. Yeah, everyone always comment like, oh my God, how do you hold your pencil or your pen between my fingers like that? Weird. I knew. So, I got my Jujuki, or Juki, as my husband says. It's not Jujuki, it's just Juki. I got my machine, and I got my embroidery machine. Now, it's time to do some stuff. I have this one client today, and she has this gorgeous personality. Just love, love, love. She even told the one lady, she walked in, she was like, oh my God, I just love you. Come on, hug me. I was like, oh, Lord, I want to be like that. And I used to be very lovely. Yeah, I got to get back to the old me. But moving on. She bought me this decorative bra that if your shirt is slightly unbuttoned, you can see it, and it's meant to be that way. It's like a bra shirt. I don't know how to explain it. And she bought me a beautiful candle. I mean, gorgeous. It's as far as the smell of it. And she bought Pam the same stuff. So, Pam will probably bring me the bra shirt. Or give it away, because it is not Pam. And she was like, you pick which candle you want, Pam said. And I was like, she was like, I like this one, but you pick first. And I was like, no, you have the one you want. You know, because sometimes when you're close to people, you might not realize that you're selfish. You know, you might take them for granted. So I was like, no, you get to have the better of the things this time. You know, because I always get to choose, because she's very generous that way as far as, you know, I'll sacrifice for you can have. You know, she's that way. And I was like, no, it's time for me to learn to sacrifice for she can have. So I gave her, and I won't even say the better of the two because I couldn't even make up my mind. So her saying she wanted that one just kind of, you know, was a no-brainer. Yeah, then go ahead. You've made the decision for us. I'm taking this one because you want this one. But it's like one of those triple scented candles, you know, so yeah. I was going to say about the lady. So anyways, she's so funny. She doesn't have a lot of money or any money. And her daughter comes to see me. And I met her at this lady at the, remember that one party that I went to? And it was, what was it called? Sex in the City party. And so she was displaying the, remember the skirt that I bought, the rainbow skirt? She was displaying those items for one of her family members. And so that's how I met her. And when she came in on a gift certificate. And I was like, what you need is a laser treatment, because she had so many lines and wrinkles. And I was like, I know I can make your face look so much better, and you're such a sweet soul and you deserve it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to bless you with a couple of treatments. And we charge quite a bit for laser treatments. And she was like, no, I cannot just take a free treatment. And I was like, yeah, you're not going to take a, you're going to take several. And she was like, Lisa. And so anyways, we did it, and she saw how much better her face looked. And she came and she bought us a gift then, and just stopped by and bought us a gift. I was like, oh my gosh, that's when she gave me that little purse to go with my skirt. And I wanted that purse, but it was so god-awful expensive. I was just like, I'm going to pass on that. And then she bought it to me because she knew that I wanted it that day. So today when she came, she bought us the candles and the brassiere shirts. Yeah, I'm just so blessed. So I was just blessing people left and right today. I mean, left and right. I mean, I literally was paying for stuff for people. And it felt so good. But I was so at peace today, you know. So I'm going to have to take my little ugly self to bed before I can wake up and spend some time in the Word, before I can go to work and have the right spirit on me, honey, because if you don't, But my husband didn't have to take the trailer back. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I didn't get in a bad mood and like, hey, how come you didn't do this, that, and the other? And he'd have been like, you know what, you could have did it too. And then I'd have been like, what kind of man are you? You know, so it's back. And I didn't even have to pay for it. I was an hour late getting it back. And I said to the little boy that was checking it in, do I need to pay for another day? And he said, nah, don't worry about it. It's like, well, aren't you just good? But see, because I was kind, I wasn't penalized. That's how I thought about it as. And I made sure that I said something as opposed to just acting like, you know, I didn't realize that I was late. I was like, no, be honest, integrity. So yesterday, Sabrina stayed awake making her nurse shirt. And we made so many boo-boos. It was so hilarious. She was like, Lisa, I didn't mirror it. Lisa, I didn't move it up. And it didn't cut out right. It didn't do this. It didn't do that. It was an iron-on. I swear, it took us 8 tries and a lot of material. And we were going to go to bed early, she and I. We watched a movie. She watched it at her place. Of course, she's in Colorado. And I'm here. And I was like, call me when you finish watching a movie and then we could talk about the movie. And it was, what was the name of that movie? Something Milkshake. Gunpowder and Milkshake. It's called Gunpowder Milkshake. Not and. It's just Gunpowder Milkshake is the name of it. Isn't that a strange title? Well, the movie was strange too. But you know what? It was good because, you know, we often see movies where men are the bad butts. You know, they're the gun-slinging you know, cool Clint Eastwood types. But no, these were women. So that's what made it cool. The fact that they were women and they were kicking the men's butts. I enjoyed that. I was like, shut them up. Now, it was gory. If you don't like gory stuff and teeth flying out mouth and blood flinging everywhere, then don't watch it. Because, yeah, it was quite... And some of the scenes were quite corny, you know. In fact, Angela Bassett was in it, and, you know, she has a very serious character. I was kind of shocked to see her in such a movie. But I do like her. I really like her. She reminds me of what I'm not, like a mean, stern, don't jack with me kind of person, you know? She has that look to her face. One of my clients is reading a biography by of Hepburn, Audrey Hepburn, and my client is 82, 84, something like that, and she's like, she was quite the bee. And I looked at my client, I was like, oh, yeah, she really was. And I like Hepburn, so I was just like, can I read it after you finish? She was like, of course you can. This lady is so sharp. And she has a place in New York as well as Texas. And she's very well traveled. But I love talking to her. I love learning, you know I do, life lessons from people like that. And her son is an artist here in Dallas. And she sent me a message and said, Lisa, my son is going to be on the news at such and such and such and such time. And y'all know I don't have any way of watching the news, because if you turn my TV on here in the scrapbooking room or sewing room, it's just going to be a blue screen. We don't have any television service. You can only watch a movie or the Netflix or those kind of things. I don't even own that. I just use my daughter's account. But, so she sent it to me. And I told her today, I said, he has a very unique personality. You know how artists are just different? Yeah, he's a true artist. But she's my client that was telling me, don't give your grandkids or your kids their inheritance early. Because I said to her, don't you want to give it to them where you can see them enjoying it? And she was like, I did that, and it was the biggest mistake I ever made. And she told me about each one of them and how they all squandered or, you know, lost their money. One of the grandkids' husband divorced her and took all the money. I was like, wow. So, tomorrow is Thursday, the 23rd of July, 2021. Uh-oh, Logan dropped something. And I am off this weekend, which I'm really looking forward to being off. Not going anywhere. I don't even want to go to the fabric store. I don't want to go shopping. I don't. I just want to stick around and play with my machines. That's all I want to do. do some more diamond art. I've got another one on the way from Diamond Art Club. They sent me a message saying that it shipped. And then I've got one downstairs that came a week ago that I haven't done a video for. So yeah, this girl does not need to leave the house for no reason. If it ain't here, then it ain't meant to be. But I got 2 more days. And I really need to rest. Like, I need to do some sleeping in. I just need to rest. Sabrina goes to bed very early. She says she likes to get 8 hours of sleep. Well, I didn't get much sleep last night. Willie woke me up at about 3 o'clock in the morning. And we went to bed at 11. And he woke me up and I was like, you need to go back to sleep. He was like, I can't sleep. Really? Yeah. He's like, well, I'll just get up and start working. Well, did you have to wake me up to say that you were going to get up? Yeah. So anyways, you know, when somebody wakes you up, or maybe you don't, sometimes it's real hard to get back to sleep. That was the case. So here I am, just wide awake, up. And then about an hour and a half later, I fall back to sleep. And sleep for about an hour and a half. And then I'm up again. I was like, oh. So I hate when my sleep is broken up like that. Because it's like terrible sleep all the way around, you know. But hey, what can you say? It's your man. They tease you like that. I'm going to bop him in his nose. Bing. So, my Kimberly went to take her entrance examination for college. She's finally going to go back to escuela. Yeah. That's what she say she gonna do. I told her she needed to go back to school a while ago. So now she's gonna go. Our neighbor's daughter is here. I don't know if she graduated or not. She might have. Well, she hasn't gone back to school yet, so she might be done or she might be about to go back to school. But I can hear them in the backyard playing in their swimming pool. I love night swimming. That noise don't bother me. Honey, make your noise, children. Have your fun, live your best life. Because soon, you're going to be an adult. And you're going to have to kick into the grind. To the serious life. Would you stop that? What is that? 4:52. You ever laying down drills and you're like, now what symbol am I supposed to be looking for? I'm looking for Q. I still got a few up here that I gotta finish. It's the chandelier. Does anybody get bored when they're working on these sometimes and you want to flip to a different area? You just kind of get sick of looking at one particular area. So you just want to flip it and do something different. Yeah, well, I do. Willie said, you're getting done with that one rather quickly. I'm like, yeah, no. Someone sent me a message and said that another Diamond Art Club artist, can we call ourselves a painter? How about that? Put some AB diamonds on this one. And that's a great idea. I mean, it's your painting. Do what you want. I made my girl an African American, so hey, do you, boo. I ain't mad at you. But I'm not going to do that on this one. I'm not going to put any diamond drills or anything like that on this one. Why? I don't know. You know, it would be nice if she had some little sparklies in these stripes, huh? See between the lines here? What y'all thinking? That would be cute, right? That would be cute. Uh-oh, here come Mr. Loudman, my husband. My husband. Put these guys back in there. I thought it was going to be difficult using the bags from Treasure Art Studio, you know, but they come just like this. I just put them in a little tray and line them up where I can go through them. Let me show you. Just like this. And when I'm looking, I can just flip and find the number that I'm looking for. It's not difficult at all. So, yeah. I need to get rid of this gum. Oh, that's one thing about gum. After a while, it starts to taste god-awful. Ooh. Okay, so let's see. What would be the little... It's not one symbol. It's multiple symbols in here. I'm going to think about that. Or even the eye over here, the eye of the bunny rabbit. Putting some color in that one. What y'all think? Give me some suggestions. I think I'm gonna do this guy right here. What time am I at? Am I boring you guys to smithereens? It's 43. I've been on here for 43 minutes. I swear time goes so freaking quickly. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys back over here. Because I'm gonna do some of these symbols right here. What symbol is that? 224. Okay. Okay. It's a little pinky. I just put them all in there. So, let's talk about my health for a minute. I did a video. I was on my way to CVS to pick up my medication. And you guys might not know it. Or I might have told you, it might not. I don't know. But here it goes. I don't have any health insurance right now. because my husband took a contract. And so when you do that, you don't have health insurance when you work in a contract, right? And normally we have extremely good health insurance. So we could have took Cobra if we wanted. And I was like, why? It was god-awful expensive. And we never go to the doctor. We never go to the hospital. So I said to Willie, yeah, let's just pass on it. We can go 6 months without it. And it had already been, he had already been on contract. So anyways, long story short, I knew we would be fine without it. You know, we only had 4 months actually to be without it. How about that? So I went to get my Trulicity from CVS. And my daughter told me, she went to pick it up and she was like, Mom, they said it's going to be $3,800. You want me to get it? And I said, no, just leave it. So my client found me she's like, Lisa, did you use the discount card? And I was like, I tried to use it, but it only took off like $100 or so. It wasn't anything significant. And she said, use Insider, is it Inside or Insider RX? So as opposed to 1,000 something a box, which lasts for 30 days, my Trulicity was $734. So I'm not going to say that the United States should be ashamed of themselves. But I think it is so sad that we're supposed to be so advanced in all of this stuff, and we don't even have health care. It's just ridiculous. Here come my husband. He is so loud. Shh, honey, I'm making a video. You're being loud. What is it? What do you want to show me?
Oh.
Come on.
I know.
Come on. Come on and show me.
If you're making a video, then...
It's all right. Come on and show me. You already...
No, no, I ain't.
Okay, get out. I don't know why he is so afraid to get in my videos. After a while, he will. He will. I know him. So now he's in the media room, which is really just another office for him because, yeah. What color am I doing? 224. Jesus. There, I've already forgot. Oh, I'm doing that little funky thing right here. Okay, let me do this. So, what was this? Oh, America and its greatness. Where's my dang on healthcare? Yeah, I know I'm going to rub some people the wrong way, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I just think it's utterly ridiculous that a little shot with like 0.5 cc's of fluid in a syringe costs $734 for 4 of them. That's 2 mLs total. Come on. It's just ridiculous. And then so my client said, yeah, Lisa, but I have a close friend, and she said that they were waiting in line to be seen by the doctor. I said, at least she had an option. At least she knew she was going to be seen and there was not going to be a cost to her. I don't even have that option. So what? Just go into a diabetic coma and then wind up in the ER and then get a hellacious bill? I mean, what option does some people have? It's no wonder people are not being seen. You know, there's whole cultures that don't even go to the doctor, don't go to the hospitals at all because they don't have any health insurance. It's ridiculous. I know that my problem is going to be solved real soon, but what about the people who, this is their life? That's horrible. Anyways. And it's not about the money per se, but then it is. Because for me, yeah, I could afford to go and get my dang on medication. I didn't want to, you know, but yeah. What about the people who couldn't afford to pay the $734? What about those people? They just don't get medicine? Oh, it burns me. I mean, seriously burns me. So, yeah, I'll be grateful when our insurance kicks in. Because, oh, Cameron's home. Get me home. So, yeah, I guess I'm more concerned about other folks than I am about myself. Hi, Cameron.
Good evening.
So, but I had to give my sister one of my Trulicities because she gave me, uh-oh, it was ghosted. Mama, love you. She is, oh, yeah, you can leave him in that chair. She gave me, yeah, because your daddy is so loud, like,
Say less.
She gave me one of her Trulicities because my blood sugar was just off the chain, and she was like, come over here and get one. So I took one of hers, and then I still hadn't gone and got my medicine, and so she gave me another one of hers. She was like, I don't care, just come and get it. So when I got my box, she was like, give me one of mine's back because I'm going to run out. Because, you know, they give you enough for a month. So I was like, yeah, okay. Girl, we both got the beaties. Hi, Nana. My dog is sitting in my chair. He's so cute. He's so cute. His bad self. He likes to piss on my rug. These little dogs, I swear, they're just not the brightest thing in the world. My client that got her dog from the same breeder, I said, does your dog make accidents? Sometimes. Can I get the accident-free dog? You know, big dogs don't do all of that. They know where to put their poop chips and tinkle tinkle. Even Bella, sometimes she's like, oh, y'all took too long to take me out. This spot right here will do. Yeah, Willie gets so mad at her, like, yeah. I mean, she doesn't do it all the time. In a month's time, she no, not even in a month's time. Maybe every couple of months, she might make an accident. It's a long time in between. I need to put some sticky wax in my thing. My thing isn't picking up on the first pull up on some of these. So, it's time for me to take my little ugly self to bed. Because I got to work in the morning. Yes, Jesus, I got to work. You know, when I retire, I'm going to have a lot of toys. I'm sure this Juki is going to live longer than I am. Because it ain't got the beaties. The Yuki doesn't have diabetes. So, you know, about my diabetes, I knew I was going to get diabetes because I had a doctor tell me a long time ago that I was. A lot of people that have gestational diabetes get diabetes, he said. And so it runs on both sides of my family. My grandma Shaw had it. My grandfather Kelly had it. So I didn't think I was going to escape it. I used to think about it quite often. And I was like, if something's going to get me, it's probably going to be the beaties. And then a lot of my uncles and aunts have it. Diabetes does not care about race. Does not care about social status. Does not care about financial status. Yeah, it's coming for you. It's coming for you. All you can do is control it. There's a medicine called Rybelsus, Rybelsus, and the doctor said it's one of the best medications out there, and so for diabetes. And so I need to do my due diligence and go look that up more than I did. I briefly looked it up, and it basically is in the same class as Trulicity, and the expense is the same. So I was like, well, I'll just stay where I'm at. Ooh, I was yawning, y'all. You know what that means? Let's say goodnight. Yeah. Well, people, party people. I'm going to take you guys along with me this weekend. I'm going to wait till Monday to show you guys my setup because I'm going to have to clean up in my sewing room. I got crap everywhere. Since I got rid of that big cabinet, I gave it to my niece. I had nowhere for all that stuff that was in the cabinet to go. I gave my scan and cut, one of my scan and cut, I had two of them, to my daughter. And I'm like, I don't know why I didn't give it to her that Christmas when Willie, a couple of years ago, got me another scan and cut. I should have just gave it to Kimberly then. And I was like, she's not going to use it. She's not even using her Cricut, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then this time I was like, whether she's using it or not, you don't need it. You're not using it. So, don't make any sense to keep it. So I hope she used it. She did a really good job on those shirts when we went to San Antonio with the Cricut machine. She never used the Cricut machine, and then when she does use it, she shows up and shows out. I said, show you right. You are my child. Nana, are you ready to go keepy? He's just sitting in my chair. All right, you guys. This is Scrapping Like a Lady, and I am going to bed, y'all. Deuces.